right now.
Do it.
And we're live. What's up? It's your boy Drew. Checking out that. Outlining our enslavement. We got EBT, Enslaved by Truth. Make sure you go follow him. He's rocking the merch. Yeah, it's a schmedium.
Get chalked up. Get chalked up.
Got a nice little camera angle coming down.
If y'all got that Smita money, go ahead and invest that Smita money.
Go to chalkbodyoutline.com. Capture all the merch you can. You got Christmas coming up. Red pill your family. Right. I hear an echo now. Sorry. Oh, that's my laptop. Never mind.
Okay.
I was watching The Crucible before it came. This dude's got super chats flying in, man.
Andrew's doing pretty well. It's a good shit show that he has running over there, and
with his
tonight was an epic shit show.
I didn't watch it at all. I saw they had Ben Thorpe on, man. But
Ben Thorpe was on today, and some other fucking Goyjack fucking Spurg.
Now, Ben Thorpe is the dad of Grace. If you make sure you go follow the backup channel, Get Chalked Up. Every Sunday night we go live. We do the Sunday night Yeet show, 9-10 o'clock Eastern or so. But it's kind of evolving into like first half ridiculousness, second half debate. After last week, I liked how it went. And last week we had Grace Thorpe was on. Blue Pill AF. And her dad said he's going to stop by this week. We'll see if that still happens or not. But I heard him on a stream yesterday saying some fucking outrageous shit, dude.
What was the one yesterday?
Oh, he was talking with some dude in a boiler room.
Oh, fucking Fiend?
And I don't know what the names was, but bro, he's like, yeah, I don't believe in the idea of the founding fathers and that the people should resist tyranny. He's like, you should just 70-year communist party. You should just let it fizzle out on its own. I was like, this guy's not giving him any pushback or anything. I was like, what the fuck, dude? You're saying some crazy shit.
Fiend's hilarious. So the first time he came on that stream, we trolled him as a white supremacist, and then we've just been running with it. And he got so mad the first time, but now he's just running with it. But dude's definitely got burning crosses in his backyard. I mean, I don't know.
I believe
he's definitely got the swastika on his chest, just like Archaics probably does.
Well, he's in like a bondage dungeon or something like that.
Yeah. We call that he's in the Fuhrer bunker.
That's fucking funny.
But it's just funny to troll him. But he runs like a conservative blog or some shit or whatever. It's so hilarious when he comes on the stream. He's like, "Okay, Ben, Tucker's about to come on. I've got to get out of here. Tucker's."
It's like his church.
I guess him and Ben taught at the same school. He's a school teacher, and then I think him and Ben taught at the same school. But Ben got fired, or I don't know if he got fired from the same school or a different school.
Well, we'll ask him if he comes on Sunday. What did he get his ass handed to him tonight, or what?
No, actually, nobody won tonight. It was a pretty big shit show. I would say that Ben probably came out on top because the other guy fucking spurged out hard spurged out. Of course the chat was retarded, but as it always is. Jim Bob in there LARPing.
Now we got to set up a debate between you and Jim Bob. So every time you see Jim Bob, you got to do hashtag Jim Bob fears EBT.
Yikes!
I'd like to see that.
I mean, I would debate Jim Bob on pre-sup apologetics. I would do that.
Do you're prepared to go into these debates? Are you going to go into Crucible's debates sometime or what?
I mean, I wouldn't mind it. I don't think. I mean, yeah. Well, I would definitely enjoy debating against presuppositional apologists, especially against Jim Bob, who's just LARPing as an Orthodox. So
okay, that's actually something I wanted to ask you, and that's a good place we can go to start because I haven't talked to you about this yet. We had no plan, where we had a very vague plan of what we wanted to talk about, but this wasn't it. And I've been meaning to ask you this, so perfect time to ask you on the stream. Kind of goes with what Wooden Nichols and Ewar talked about on that Crow episode about how, they believe like Tartaria, it's like a leftist ideology type thing where technology saves everyone. It's like a worldwide monoculture and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I wanted to know what you thought about, I know people have talked about it, but I don't know enough about it, about like the modern resurgence of Orthodoxy being some kind of like a Russian op or something like that, because it's been pushed pretty hard on YouTube.
Right. Well, yeah. What a lot of what that kind of boils down to is Alexander Dugin, who's this philosopher from Russia, who pushes this idea of this emergence of Orthodoxy, but like combined with like all kinds of occult kind of ideologies or whatever. He's pushing like the idea of like the fourth Rome.
What is that? Because I don't really know what that is.
Essentially, I guess it would be the emergence of like a new Christendom, like so like a new theocracy that would be pushed forward, and a lot of people. The guy that I think that did the best work on it, I don't even think he makes stuff anymore. There's this guy who had a channel called I Read Old Magazines. And he would go down and break down like all these people's connections that go back to like Dugin directly. Specifically like Jay Dyer. Like Jay Dyer went to like school. The school that Jay Dyer went to was like his main teacher was this guy that was like big into this Duginist ideology and all this kind of stuff. And then you see like Putin push forward this idea of this reemergence of Orthodoxy in Russia, where they built like that giant military cathedral, like for the military, and then they put an icon of Stalin in the Orthodox cathedral there, and all this kind of stuff. But then you have the same pushback, like we had what was the artist that was in QAnon and all the other stuff that did all the blood rituals with Lady Gaga and all that stuff.
That Marina Abramovich or whatever.
Yeah, Abramovich, right? And she came out as a vocal opponent, like against the idea that like Putin and was pushing this idea, this new Christianity that was going to take over and become like the new Christendom and stuff like that. So, but it's also tied to this other group that's called Tradition and Family Movement, like the TFP, which is ran by one of the guys in the British royal family or whatever. So you have so at the same time you have these control groups that are pushing like extreme traditionalism that are not on the side of actual traditionalism. Is what it is. So they're trying to swing the pendulum, right? So we're trying to swing the pendulum to the other side at this point. Is what it kind of seems like, but I don't know.
Don't you think some even if it was like a fake LARP traditionalism, would that be better than what's going on right now?
Perhaps it could be. I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't see it that way. But like even like if you read some like theosophy works, like specifically like Blavatsky. Blavatsky hated the Jesuits, hated the Catholics. She was somewhat partial to the Orthodox. Same thing with Alice Bailey, somewhat partial to the Orthodox. Obviously still hated Catholics and Jesuits, but and that seems to be the push. I don't know. But it's not a bad thing necessarily per se, but then again, like I see personally a lot of these ideologies coming out of the Orthodox, online Orthodox, that they make arguments that kind of defeat their own position. And then you have people like Jim Bob, who's not even Orthodox, and he LARPs as Orthodox and they use this pre-sup argumentation that is not even you can't be a presuppositional apologetic and be Orthodox or Catholic. It doesn't work because you're rejecting the faith. So I'm not sure exactly what the play is, but it does seem subversive, and it creates kind of it does create a dialectic and a huge uh, um, animosity between sides is what it seems like. So
I'm gonna play something real quick. It's the three. You probably saw it. I put it in the Discord. I saw Brother Nathaniel out
I
in the
saw
street
that.
today.
Yeah.
Let me play this. It's just a couple of seconds. Hey, thanks for exposing the killers of Christ. And then I drove by him, and I'm like, "Yo, that's really him. That's like the real Brother Nathaniel." I'm like, no joke. And he if you don't know who he is, he's the patron saint of anti-Semitism, and he actually blessed this stream tonight. So we're gonna have a great stream. He told me he moves like those wacky inflatable tomb bands. He's just like, that's how he moves around. Because I seen the I was coming down Atlantic Boulevard. I hit A1A by the beach, and I take a right, and this dude's got his back to me, and he's really moving like this. And just from his back, I'm like, holy shit, that's Brother Nathaniel. And I shouted out the car. I'm like, Brother Nathaniel. And he turned around. I'm like, yo, that's him. I looked him dead in the eye. I was like, oh shit, that is him, dude. And then went to the beach and came out, and he was still there. I was like, man, I gotta say something to him. So it does seem like, though, it's been for a long, even with Brother Nathaniel, that type of thinking and everything has been bubbling up and gaining more ground on the internet. And you see it now with Kanye too, coming out with even though it's probably a psyop, right? I'm sure it is, but more and more of that idea is being pushed out.
Well, I mean, I guess the thing that I see with it is it's like it's more of an merger of like all these different traditions into one, and then like I call it kind of like neo-orthodoxy, because like they have points of view that aren't like actual orthodox views and stuff. And there's even saints in the Russian church, like Saint Justin Popovich, like who have all these like crazy weird hot takes, and then all these people will like harp on like all these stupid hot takes from the like Popovich says that he had like a book or some shit, or it was like something he wrote in college. Actually, he went to some Anglican school or something. He wrote this book about how like papism is the original Protestantism. And then so like all these people run with all these kind of like weird, stupid hot takes that they have. That if you take those positions, it undermines your position as an Orthodox. I don't know, but it's like a merger of exactly what they claim like the Jesuits are. They claim that the Jesuits are like hermetic and Gnostic and pagan and all this, but it's like a merger of all these ideas. It's kind of like Jonathan Pajot, and mixed with a little bit of Peterson, mixed with Dyer. Like it's creating a new genre, really, is what it is. They're creating entirely a new faith, which, and like I said, I'm not against orthodoxy at all. Like, but there's definitely emergence of these people, and their main ideology is anti-West, right? They're anti-Western, right? And the way that somehow in this mythical East, they make up this idea of this mythical East that exists somewhere somehow, which is really identical to what the Tartarian theory is. There's this advanced, preserved, perfect culture that somehow existed in the East, and then somehow the West is completely corrupt. And if we only return to the traditions of the East, then everything will be fine. We'll have free energy. We'll have everybody will love each other, and we'll have free food and free land and free blowjobs, whatever you want. The East has it. The West doesn't know about it, and basically, the Pope was responsible for everything wrong in the West for all of time. and they preserve this one pocket of true faith, that will lead humanity into this next fourth industrial revolution, or this fourth Rome.
That's interesting too, because I see a lot of the music being pushed like on YouTube. You got like all that drift funk, like that's huge in Russia, and a lot of that comes from Russia. You got that Russian doomer music type, Molchat Doma or whatever the hell it's called. All that stuff is like getting bigger and bigger, and it's all originating from Russia, or the vast majority of it, especially the funk, is big over there. But do you think this has anything to do with like Trump, especially with all the, how they were trying to pin Trump to Putin with the first election and everything like that, and the idea that Trump would come back? And
say 100%. 100%. I think it's involved because the one thing we've talked about a lot is that the protocols of the illuminated sons of the Golden Dawn, and one of the protocols in there is that there will be a disclosure event, right? And then there will be a release of all this free energy technology, and then that ties in with Nasera Jacera, right?
Yeah.
So, and this even ties in further back to like the Zeitgeist, right? That film that went viral on Google, the Zeitgeist.
That was one of the first ones I saw. I think Loose Change was probably the first one I saw, and then I saw Zeitgeist shortly after.
Those were things that were pushed out. Like
yeah, absolutely.
They weren't suppressed. They weren't suppressed at all, right? But if you look behind the Zeitgeist, the guy behind that was the Venus Project, right? So which was this kind of technocratic communist kind of utopia, right? That we were all be able to live in these essentially star fort looking cities, right? These circular cities, or what smart cities essentially is what the Venus Project was about. And we'd have this free energy technology. Nobody would ever have to work. They could do whatever they want. They could do their art. They could do whatever they want, and then everything would be provided for them. Which is essentially you're gonna owe nothing and you're gonna be happy, right? I mean, so this seems to be the push. It just matters which side of it you're on it when you look at it, right? But I mean, that definitely seems like it's part of the push.
So yeah, we had, like I said, like the music. There's a lot of culture and music coming from Russia, and then what was the other thing I said? Well, I can't remember just now. There was two things. But
now, see, but at the same time, while I'm saying this, like, I'm not a Russia man bad. I'm not a Putin man bad kind of guy, right? And whatever's going on in Ukraine, which I think is nothing personally. I think the entire thing, people got displaced. They forced people to
evacuate,
maybe get out, evacuate, right? But I have not seen, and I've been following it pretty closely. I have not seen anything that makes me believe that there's a full-scale military operation going on in Ukraine. Absolutely not. It's not happening. And there's definitely no chance of anybody using fucking nukes on anybody. I mean, I don't know, what are they going to nuke? They're going to nuke the fucking guy from New Jersey out there acting like he's fucking Navy SEAL or some shit, posting all this shit on TikTok and IG. Like, there's no evidence of an actual military operation going on there in Ukraine. You got random fucking tanks in the middle of cornfields blowing up and then some fucking tractor pulling them out. Like, there's nothing there that shows that there's a full-scale military operation at this point. But who knows? Obviously, we're not being shown the truth.
Right.
But what we're being shown, and that's all we can know, but that's all we can know is by what we're being shown, right? So I guess this gets into Grace's thing about epistemological fucking nihilism, right? But
we're going by J diarrheaism.
Right. We're going by what they have to tell us. I think at the same time, you got to consider whether or not it's morally, can't even think of the word, whether or not it's okay to believe in a lie, if it's obviously a lie. That has to be there has to be some more repercussion to that, right? And this is what Ben was talking about. This is what Ben was talking about in this fucking stream earlier. I don't even know what his point was, but I say he still won because the guy going against him was a complete idiot, right? The guy's anti-government, but he's got the fucking sky cloth in the background.
Didn't he have an American flag right behind him or something?
He had fucking sky cloth in the background, and he's talking about being anti-government.
Yeah.
Okay? And I kept saying it in the chat. I kept saying, "Hail sky cloth, hail sky cloth," and then somebody actually called in and said, "Hey, do you not think it's ironic that you're talking about being anti-government, but you're worshiping a sky cloth in the background?" He's, well, it stands for freedom. It stands for all this shit. I'm like, you believe in a piece of fabric with ideals that never existed. The things that you think that thing represents never fucking existed.
I would go as far to say the founding fathers never even existed, at least as you're told. And it's even more like a plan. They tell you that's what you need to do. Even
if they did, though, and I mean, we won't go that deep in the rabbit hole. My fucking camera's glitching.
Yeah, I saw
we won't go that deep in the rabbit hole. But I'm saying, for one, George Washington was the richest motherfucker in the colonies, right? The wealthiest dude in the colonies, right? Anyway, so after the Revolutionary War, all those soldiers that fought in that rebellion against the tyrannical government, they were given promises that they would get paid after their service in the war. Well, it turns out that none of them got paid, and then these guys rebelled against the government, and George Washington himself led the army against these guys who fought for the revolution to destroy their rebellion. And these rebellions that happened after the Revolutionary War is the reason that they created the Constitution. The Constitution was created to protect the government, not to protect the people. These are basic facts. It's a basic history, okay? So I don't know. I can't trust anybody that says they're anti-government and has fucking sky cloth behind them, all right? I don't worship a fucking piece of fabric. I don't pledge allegiance to a fucking piece of fabric, okay? But at the same time, I could say that there's value to the government, right? To some extent, right? I don't know. Let's just fucking debate that right now, right? Because what, you're a passio fucking anarchist, right? No master, no slaves, or what? What are we at?
Who, me?
I don't know. I'm just spurging.
Voluntarism.
Trying to get views.
Voluntarism, baby.
What does that mean?
Means all agreements have to be entered into voluntarily.
Okay, yeah, sure. I can just do whatever the fuck I want then.
Sure. Go ahead.
That's it.
I think that the chat's asking you for proof on...
Oh, fuck you, toilet bowl earth. I'm not sipping for fucking Ben Thorpe, all right?
The chat's asking you for proof, I think, on the...
Proof of what?
I think they're talking about the Constitution protects the government.
Whiskey Rebellion, Shays Rebellion. Okay, so Revolutionary War, we had the Articles of Confederation. After the Revolutionary War, many years passed before we had the Constitution. The main reason to get the Constitution was because of all these rebellions that were being staged by men who fought in the Revolution who didn't get paid for fighting in the Revolution. So the government immediately attacked the men who fought for them to overthrow the tyrannical government and able to suppress the men that they didn't pay to fight in their war. Okay. So, and it wasn't revolutionary because Britain had the same system already. Okay. Britain had a parliament and a constitution and checks and balances. All the same thing. The king didn't mean anything at that point, right? The king is the same thing as the president at this point, right? It's a figurehead. There's no change. Same government.
So I'm typing in the chat right now. George Washington was the same actor as King George.
yeah, maybe it could, and that's
they look the same.
That is a good one. But I'm saying, so the richest guys in the United States, or the richest guys in the colonies, are the guys that led this thing to overthrow the other rich guys across the pond. So that way that we could pay money in taxes to these rich guys instead of paying money in taxes to those rich guys.
No, this guy's really crying. He said, "Fuck all your forefathers, haters."
That's what these guys get so triggered over. They can hate anything they want.
Listen, everything you see on the news today is bullshit. So why wouldn't it be bullshit all of history? You gotta.
This is the hilarious thing to me, and I saw this in the chat earlier on the Crucible with this because I kept going on because it's important. This guy that says he's anti-government is worshiping a fucking piece of cloth behind him that represents some fucking fiction that he invented in his mind. Freedom. This piece of cloth represents freedom. Whatever the fuck freedom is. Okay? So, but they can attack anything else they want to attack. You attack a piece of cloth, and you attack these fictional founding fathers, they lose their mind. They lose their mind. They can't handle it.
It's a big ideal to these people. It's been hammered in their head for a long time. To be fair, though, with the Constitution,
that doesn't make me a fucking commie. Okay,
you do have some protection though with the Constitution, as we saw with COVID and everything. Even though they did roll it out hard at first, compared to like New Zealand and everything, there's at least something there, some kind of basis with the court system. And when it finally does go up, you have something. Where in these other countries, you have absolutely nothing. You have a kangaroo court.
To an extent, yeah. And I don't know, remember who it is. Like, a lot of times you see with the First Amendment auditors, right? You can see where they have more freedom when they go to a government facility.
Yeah.
Let's say a library.
Or if they go post office, any of that stuff.
Right? Their rights cannot be infringed.
Absolutely.
Okay? But when we're here on the internet, we're not on.
Yeah, you're in a private domain.
Technically, it's private, right?
Right.
So, yeah, I mean, yeah, they can censor us. But, yeah, I would say that's great. Yeah, we do have this protection to an extent when we actually are in a government, situation like that. But I don't know, to believe in this ideal that there's this, this somehow this piece of cloth represents my freedom and I will do anything to protect this piece of cloth, that you're a bootlicker. That's what that is, okay? They can wave this piece of cloth in front of you, and you're going to do what they tell you to do because of my freedom. It doesn't mean anything. I don't know.
Well, with to tie it into the Founding Fathers and what we started talking about with the Russia, and it seems like they're trying to install this whole new, like, part of the culture war. It seems to me also that they're trying to lead up to, well, with Trump and everything, if any of that comes forward, it does seem like they want to bring out like a whole new set of founding fathers and a new updated constitution and everything is what I think.
Yeah, definitely possible.
You'll have the new founding fathers will be Trump and whoever else, or at the very least some kind of secession. Do you see secession coming or no?
I do. Yeah. We talked about this before, but I definitely think that's kind of. I kind of see it on the horizon. I kind of thought that maybe it would have progressed a little faster, especially after the Roe v. Wade thing. I would think we would start, and I mean Texas kind of made moves towards it, right? But I think probably next year, I guess, would be when we're going to start seeing some serious kind of moves. But, like me, and I'm not a Trump tard. I'm not a Q tard. But I'm saying that's the narrative. Like Trump's coming back.
I don't care what no one says. We've been sticking to that prediction, and again, not that I'm not a Trump tart at all. It's like if you ever watched a movie, it's just like if you've seen enough movies, you can predict what's happening.
I don't know if anybody called me. Yeah, I got a Carhartt hat on.
Poser.
Didn't
you actually work on like machines and stuff though, so you can wear that.
I've had this hat for like 6 years, I think.
Now they have like pink and like neon fucking Carhartt shit. They have all this crazy Carhartt.
I'm not like Andrew poses with his fucking his Carhartt hat, looking like a doofus too. He wears it like a fucking doofus. Fucking Andrew wears his hat, but
he's always squinting like Gilbert Gottfried. Yeah.
That's what's great when Ralph called him. What the fuck you squint? You're not fucking Clint Eastwood.
Your boy, hey, your boy in the chat. This is a comment I see a lot. You might want to go in on this dude, Ari Gold. He said, how can someone be so awake but still fall for the deception of religion? I see that comment a lot.
Well, I mean, that's complicated, but I guess...
Hold on. Let's back it up before it'll tie into it. We'll tie it into what we were talking about before. So it seems like there's this, Russian music and everything, and Tartaria seems to be some kind of like Russia, China type Eastern conspiracies and everything that they're pushing online. They're huge. These are big conspiracies that get pushed in the algorithm. And what we talked about before with the first one I seen, I think it was called Loose Change. Somebody brought the DVD to my house. And then later, I think I found Zeitgeist, or I don't remember how I found it, but I think most people would have a kind of a similar path for those being some of the first things that they watched after 9/11 to get into this type of information. And what's one of the first things you learn when you get into the information? The very first stream I ever did was Vatican Bad or whatever. That was like my first ever stream on Instagram. Oh, the hall is a snake's head and all this shit, right?
Yeah, it's like the foundation of everything, right?
Right. I mean, like, that's what I'm saying. It's like, so when this guy's asking like, how could you fall for this religion or whatever? That's the very first thing that you learn when you get into this stuff.
And I mean, like, but I mean, what I would say is like, where does that ideology come from? I mean, that's Marxism. Because Marx is the guy that says that religion is the opium of the masses. Okay, so I mean, are we appealing to communism? Are we appealing to Marxism? I guess that would be that would be where I would start with that argument. I don't know. And I don't know what Ari believes in. I imagine it's some dumbass bullshit new age crap or some shit. Like, there's no good or bad. You just gotta vibrate right or some bullshit like that. I mean, there's no way he would be able to explain anything within his worldview, I would guess. And I don't mean to pre-sup him, but I'm just saying, I mean, like, there's definitely no way he's going to be able to explain anything within his worldview. It's just going to be a bunch of, nonsense.
We'll see if he says anything, but
maybe you would. I mean, Ari, if you want to come on and talk about it, you're more than welcome. But I would say my best defense about it is that you, as we were talking about earlier, where we started this conversation about Tartaria being a leftist, communist, Marxist ideology, your idea that religion is some kind of mind trap or the false etymology of religion, you're probably going to have all those kind of same bullshit things that you're going to bring up, right? That religion is binding your mind and the government is mind control and all these kind of dumb shits that aren't actually reality, that aren't actual etymology. You believe in all these kind of dumb tropes, this is where I kind of do agree with, and I hope Ben maybe or Grace or somebody's watching this, but I would agree with them on a lot of shit. Like, because a lot of truthers believe in a lot of dumb shit. Yeah. And they don't. The problem with truthers is they don't do their fucking research. that's the problem with a lot of truthers is they just believe some dumb shit that
A
some
meme.
dumb motherfucker told them, and
Mostly
then they just
memes.
perpetuate the meme. Right? Exactly.
And it's never double check. I try my best to go double check some shit, and if I don't, and I talk about something, I try to at least clarify. This is what I saw, and I haven't double checked it.
And I don't know shit. Okay, I'm not saying I'm a guru. I don't want to be a guru.
Bro, your camera's glitching, dog.
Ah, man, motherfucker. I'm not a guru. I don't claim to be a guru. I'm not an expert. Whatever, right? But I mean, a lot of this shit is just dumb. Spend a couple minutes and look into it, and you can see it's dumb. But that's the problem in the truther community, is that if you question some dumb fucking meme or trope, then you're a shill.
You're
right?
a fucking Jesuit.
Right. So
you're
like government. Right.
The Thorpes might be feds though. Come on.
the Thorpes are fed, bro. They have a whole.
Bro.
They have a studio. They got 188 subs.
Come on.
They have a studio. They have a whole studio to do the show. Okay?
Grace is the handler.
Yes.
That's okay if they're down to just put their views out there for some dialectic. That's good.
That's what I kind of respect about them, because I think they kind of get the game. Like, and that's what I felt from Ben tonight. Is like Ben just wanted to make it into a Jerry Springer fucking brawl, and like I totally appreciate and respect that.
It's right up your alley.
Because that's what people want. People want, this is the new Jerry Springer. That's what they want. They want to be entertained. People want to be entertained.
Yeah.
Okay, so I can come and talk to you about the moon being a fucking reflection of the Earth map or some bullshit, like, and I can convolute fucking English words to different words and make all these things kind of sound like they're important or some shit. But at the end of the day, whatever. You know, that all that shit's dumb. I just can't stand any of that shit anymore. That Gog the Lasmas fucking Crater Earth came out with another video today, and going through the comments, like people are like, nobody is using critical thinking anymore. I'm so glad that you're out here with these critical things. What
was this video? I saw Commander Lou the Commander talking about it, but I didn't go watch it.
God, dude, it's just
same bullshit.
Incoherent bullshit.
Speaking of incoherent bullshit, did you see Jerry on Kill a Priest thing? Jerry, when the buildings cry?
No.
Oh, bro, this shit, you gotta watch it, bro. Wooden Nichols made like a remix of some of the like funniest parts or whatever on his little comedy channel. So shout out to Wooden. I think it's WNTV.
He did a new one. He did a new one. Yeah.
He did so it's Jerry DeCamp Subphotonic When the Buildings Cry. He went on Kill a Priest from Wu-Tang, has some show or something. So Jerry's fucking teeth are looking fucked up. They're looking like the fucking stones on these buildings and shit that he got Stonehenge in his mouth. Looks like a fucking graveyard or something like that. Tombstones. Shit look fucked up.
Okay, let's just say that we were big fans of Subphotonic.
Oh, dude, I still love him. He's funny, but he did kind of fucking go nuts.
The sentient TV thing, though, 100%. I would say that seems to be a thing. We
that
was
can get
him,
into
right?
that. No, that wasn't him. That was a different. That was I Am Truther or some shit like that.
Okay, I don't know.
Totally different guy. We can get into that more though. But so Jerry goes on there just spitting pure fucking bullshit, no facts.
Jerry's the melted.
This is a fucking melted building. It's a melted building. Fucking melted building. Look at it.
Red bricks.
Fucking melted. You can look at it. You can see it marshmallowing building and all this shit. And Killer Priest and his co-hosts are just kind of like, But that's what the joke on Wooden Nichols video was basically like. Priest keeps checking his phone, and he's like, the joke is he's waiting for the money to hit from China for having him on and shit, because China, wants to push all this absolutely absurd fucking shit like this worldwide civilization type shit I mean, Jerry goes to the extent everything's a melted building, including the floor of the sea and everything like that. In the thing, he's like, oh, they had buildings so fucking tall you could go around the whole fucking earth just from building to building and everything. Like, dude, dial it back. And there's never any pushback or anything like that.
No, it's straight fucking methed out bullshit.
Oh yeah, meth as fuck, dude.
The dude lives in a fucking van, okay, and he's out here breaking down all the fucking reality, okay? Dude, that's a fucking mountain, all right? That's...
Mountains are people, and there's people with horse heads and animal heads and all that. He's saying the most crazy shit, but this is the shit we're talking about, truth or shit getting out of control. This is the shit that's getting pushed out there because... And this is kind of, I think, what you wanted to get into a little bit tonight is, you know, there's this shit online. There's these red pill, blue pill debates and shit. And then in the truth or shit, it's mostly single people talking alone to a camera. And then it has to get crazier and crazier and crazier and crazier to keep the viewers' interest because there's just, there's no dialect. There's nothing there that to like keep you drawn in. It has to just fucking get wild and wacky. And it's getting there, man, with these melted buildings and all this other Tartarian fucking orphan train, time-traveling orphan trains and all this. I mean, it's batshit, dude. And there's, since it's usually one person talking by himself into a camera, there's usually never any kind of pushback or anything. But the worst part is it's not even the fucking comments. It's your guys' job watching this type of shit to, like, ask for some fucking proof.
Right. And none of it was checked. And like, so I'll go ahead and call out Ewarnon right now. They invited us to do their new show, right? Or whatever.
Yeah, you can catch those guys on Rockfin. It's called Flip Flop Radio. There was like some mud flap girls on there. I didn't get that part of the
I'm not sure what they're trying to wrangle us into, but
I didn't understand the mud flap girls, but it's all good.
But I mean, I would hope at this point, if they're listening to us, that they respect our the way that we kind of come about this shit.
Okay.
And that I'm not afraid to be attacked, and I would hope that anybody that I attack is not afraid to be attacked. But I'll come against Ewarnon because when he went on Crow, I feel like he backpedaled a lot because...
What did he... I listened to it. What did you think he backpedaled on?
Crow was really pumping Ewarnon shit that I think is a parody.
Lost History of the Flat Earth?
The Lost History of the Flat Earth, okay? And I think that Ewar pretty much essentially admitted that was parody, okay? But then the way that Crow was approaching that as if like, well, you dropped all this massive amount of truth in these documentaries, and well, surely all this massive amount of truth that you drop in these documentaries isn't just bullshit. And then Ewar backpedaled. Then he went back to the same thing that I said that he would the water. It's by the water. These things are built by the water.
I didn't think he was backpedaling there. I think I know what you're talking about, where he's saying that these like cathedrals were built on what
he's still saying they could be free energy devices.
That's not exactly what I thought he said. I thought he said they were building them to tap into what you would, I don't remember the exact word he uses, but like longitudinal lines or what.
Well, ley lines. And ley lines is
basically ley
bullshit.
lines, yeah.
Ley lines is bullshit.
Maybe there's some shit to it. Why are they built on certain spots? I don't know.
Okay. I'll backpedal because I don't think ley lines are bullshit because I believe in the dragon line, and that ties in my whole magic squares, magic circles thing. Maybe I think I'm going to do that later after this stream. I'm going to do a stream.
Just do it on the fucking stream, bro.
No, I'm going to do the whiteboard later on it. No, maybe, I don't know. I don't know.
Go in. We're at the ley lines now. This is the natural progression.
Nobody.
Yeah, these motherfuckers are.
No.
Brother Nathaniel is against all of you in the chat right here. Brother Nathaniel is against all of you.
What church is Brother Nathaniel in?
I don't know.
Which Orthodox is he? 10. Toilet Bowl Earth, where you at? What's he in? He's a Duganite, I think. Brother Nathaniel. I don't remember. Or is he even part of a church? I don't even know.
He's definitely part of a church.
Anyways, what I'm saying, maybe they'll just interview you because I don't know if I can go in on that because I think I'm gonna.
Okay,
This
is the feeling I get from those guys. It's just a feeling.
I don't think I can do a recorded show like I'm alive.
It's the same thing.
Guy.
I think they want to go as far as we do, but I think they just have more restraint and they know that there's more money or something. Maybe.
Yeah, no, I appreciate
it.
I can appreciate that.
They can keep it intellectual, where we'll just be like, man, fuck archaics, dude.
Well, but we can though at the same time. Like we can say fuck archaics, but we destroyed this dude. We destroyed this dude's entire theory.
He's done, bro.
It's not that hard.
No,
he's doing really the same thing as he does the same thing as NASA. Trust the math.
Yeah.
My math proves that it's right. It doesn't though. Your math is fucking retarded.
Yeah,
bro.
especially if your dates are not 100% right. It's
your math is retarded.
without getting into it again, we're always getting it. It's basically.
I hate to get into.
Yeah, I do too.
It's basically maybe people like it.
Fucking ancient aliens bullshit is what it is.
It's ancient aliens 100%. That's all it is.
That's it, dude. So
rehash. He got a big bump. So I guess the big. Fuck it, whatever. I don't care. I'll talk shit.
We weren't gonna go there, but you guys made us.
You guys made us.
You made us.
No,
if you want us to stop talking about you, just send them super chats in.
Send them super chats. We'll open it up later. I'd love to take some pushback. Maybe Ari Gold wants to call in and talk his communist Marxist fucking bullshit to me. And I'd love Tin to come in. Tin did a great. Anybody that doesn't know. Go ahead and subscribe. Toilet Bowl Earth. He did his first stream last night. It was I Got Boosted versus David Crocco. Phenomenal. And he's playing like this dude's gonna be huge. This dude is the next Destiny.
He's our protege.
he's playing a game while reviewing a video while making commentary.
And makes beats.
I don't know if I can do that. I can barely just talk into the screen most of the time. So
if you guys don't know, it's Tinfoil Straightjacket. You see him in the chats here and on the Sunday Night Eat. He's the same guy as Toilet Bowl Earth, a.k.a. Toilet Bowl Earth.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was his first stream.
Hey,
and
Tartaria Truth, I see you in the chat there. Tartaria Truth. Getting to learn your names. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about this
AWAR is grifting
or not.
Ryler says he's grifting. I think it's completely reasonable that these guys pivoted and changed their stance. They obviously watched this show and they decided.
Ari Gold, fight me, Ari Gold. I think your damn hawk-eyed Iowa bullshit.
What did he say? Is he talking shit?
No, I don't know. Yeah.
Oh, they rape boys. They rape boys.
Why you calling me commie? Why you calling me Marxist, bro?
He's saying the church rapes boys.
Okay, yeah. There's guys that work at McDonald's that rape boys. There's guys that work at Walmart that rape boys. There's guys that work at fucking Lowe's that rape boys. There's guys that work at public schools that rape boys. There's guys that don't even have jobs or no affiliation that rape boys. What's your point?
Catholic Church bad, bro. The zeitgeist said. Now is that all a production? Do you think of Freemasonry?
Humans are pieces of shit.
Do you think Freemasonry is behind that all?
I wouldn't say necessarily behind it all, but I mean, I'd say to me, and one of the big things that kind of got me back into it is like the church's writings against Freemasonry are probably the best writings against Freemasonry that I've ever read. It just demolishes it, but
yeah, that was EBT's appeal to a 19-year-old girl was like, well, you see, there's these encyclicals.
Well, that's what and that's my dumb like Ben, like that's
it might work on Ben. It might work on Ben.
They don't understand. They don't even understand. They don't even like their position's shit. Okay, because they don't even understand the church's position. So I don't know. I'm just saying. But if you read these things, like, I don't know, like, yeah, I don't know. Change it. Destroyfreemasonry.com. Read through that list of writings from popes for like the last couple hundred years, and I mean, it's like that. You've not seen anything like that anywhere else. I'm just saying. I don't know. Whatever. You know what? I'll shield for them Jesuit shekels, boy. Come at me.
When we first started talking, I remember you being like ready to do a stream about Jesus not being real or something like that. And I was man, I don't know if that's a little hot, man. You were like, let's fucking go. It was something similar to that.
I don't think so. I think you're straw manning right
now.
See, I've never rejected Jesus.
It was something. It was something like
I did revert for a while, right? Obviously, I mean, I got into quasi-luminous. I got into the fucking bloodletting Baal cult, right? I got a paper cut. And I put it on paper or whatever. But
you were headed to Mount Meru, dog.
Yeah, I fell into that shit. I'm not gonna deny that, but I mean, like, I still never. I did think that perhaps I fell into a lot of that conspiracy idea about the church, and at the same time, a lot of it is kind of true, but then there's like, I don't know, it's not the way that, like, I'm not gonna build this worldview where I think that I know that, well, this is the enemy, this is the obvious enemy, and I just got to do whatever this obvious enemy doesn't want me to do, and then somehow I win, and then, I don't know, achieve enlightenment, or I'll know what to do when I see the light at the end of the tunnel, or some dumb shit like that, right? Like, I think, like, the more you kind of, broaden your philosophy and all this kind of stuff, like...
Miss Bump wants to know in the chat if you drank your own piss.
Yeah, I mean, who hasn't? I mean, right?
I haven't.
I did a bunch of survival training and shit for many years when I was younger. So yeah.
Did you really drink your own piss, dog?
Yeah, I drink my own piss.
Oh, bro, this guy's full of shit. I think.
Oh. Yeah.
He just wants the views.
I was on the spaceship going to the moon, and I mean, all you got to do, I mean, what are you gonna drink? What are you gonna drink? So I drank my own piss.
The best was the Devin Maggi where he's in the robe on the couch, and he's just holding a glass of piss like it's some bourbon or something, and he's like, there's like elevator music playing, and he's like, "Hey guys."
I mean, I really am not ashamed to admit that, because I think at that point in time,
you really did it. Oh my god, bro.
No, drinking my piss, no. But I mean, like, I did do blood over intent.
Okay, that's nothing. Drinking your piss, though, is a whole nother level.
I think I probably did drink my own piss at one point. I mean, I think anybody that's saying they hasn't is a liar.
I've never drank my own piss, dog.
Debate me, bro. You drank your piss.
I never drank my own piss.
Bullshit.
Not even on accident. Never.
Bullshit.
Never.
Yeah,
bro.
When you're a kid, you probably did. Hey, you got little boys. You know that wee sprays everywhere. You take the diaper off and
I don't think it went in my mouth, dog.
You did.
I don't know.
You did.
If it did, that didn't. I'm talking about you actively pissed in a fucking RC Cola can or something and drank that shit. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
Not drinking no pee-pee.
I actually don't know. I think I probably have, but I don't know. It wasn't in the...
It's a soft disclosure here.
If I did, it wasn't because, like, I thought that it was some kind of, like, health benefit. I think... Because I did do a bunch of, like, survival shit.
Motherfucker's so drunk, he's like, let me drink this piss to see if
I'm not even
recycle my drunk.
I'm not even drunk yet. Fuck y'all.
No, I'm saying when you drink it, you're like, let me see if I can recycle this drink because I'm so fucked up.
Yeah, shit. Yeah, the fucking liquor store's closed. When I used to live in Indiana and they didn't sell the shit on fucking Sunday, yeah, maybe. Probably. Sunday goes into Saturday and you're like, damn, I can't buy no liquor no more. I think they changed that though.
You got to get into that Indiana theory as well sometime, or is that based on the magic square?
That's the magic square.
Just get in here.
I'm not doing. No, I'm not.
Listen.
I'm not doing it. I'm
Listen,
not doing
bro.
it.
Listen,
I'm
bro.
not doing it. I'm
Listen,
not
bro.
doing it. I'm
You
not
sound
doing
like
it.
you sound like
I'm
Commander
not doing
Lou.
it right now.
Do the
I'm
thing.
not doing it. I'm not doing it. You're fucking coming on that stream.
Come on. Do the fucking thing.
I'm a fake commander. I'm fucking clear. I'm not doing it right now.
Captain Lou. He gets all pissed. Do the thing, and then what we'll do is we'll clip that out. Well, I'll edit it, and then I'll send it to you, and then you just put that clip on your page.
I'm not doing it. I'm doing it later.
Not do it, bro.
I'm doing it by myself. No, I'm doing it by myself. We're doing it over here right now, and we're talking shit. Why are they coming in?
The people are here. They want it. They want to see the. They want to see the motherfucking magic square information.
Okay. It's gonna be multiple episodes.
Ari Gold's a piss drinker. I knew it.
And I'm a trash. EBT's a trash can. I don't even know if my mic. I don't even know if my mic works the way that I want it to work. Like I feel like a professional podcaster. Like I want.
You got that nice angle. That's a nice angle.
But like I think this is like not the good mic. Like where I can like change my voice when I'm further. It's one of those. What do you call it?
Is it a dynamic mic or a condenser?
It's a dynamic mic.
Yeah, you need that condenser, dog.
See, I got a condenser.
But then you need phantom power.
If I have a condenser, then I need an interface, right? Or no?
Not necessarily. Depends, but you need some kind of phantom power to it.
I can't go USB with the condenser, right?
If it's set up for that, you can.
I went to CompuServe the other day, and they had they had a whole aisle of mics. I was like, damn. I want a mic where I can change my fucking voice. My goddamn voice.
Yeah, when you yell, it just like cuts out and gets quieter, which is good. Yeah. Which is good for us.
No, that's not what I want. That's not what I want. It's not enough. Who says we need more bookshelves? I just got new bookshelves. You want to see my new bookshelves? We won't do that. We'll do that later.
Okay, another thing you can do is get this shit called OBS Ninja, and then set that up in your OBS, and then you can take your phone and walk around your house while you're streaming.
Yeah, I've seen some dudes do that. Lofton does that sometimes. Yeah.
Then you can go do what you got to do.
I ain't trying to do all that. I just barely make it through these streams that we do anyways. I don't even remember where we're at right now.
The chat's trying to goad you to the magic circles, but
I'm not doing it.
You're being fucking stingy.
I'm not doing it right now. I'll do it later. Because then I got to set the camera up so it sees the fucking board and... No, I'm not doing it right now. I'll do it later. I promise. 100% I'll do it later. The wife's gone. She's out in your old neck of the woods right now. She's over there in Minnesota right now.
Where's she at in Minnesota?
Right outside to the west of the loop.
Like Eden Prairie or something?
I can't remember the name of the
Carver.
City, but it said the west of the loop of Minneapolis.
Minneapolis.
She got some fucking Airbnb. Like my wife's been going crazy. She's trying to get me to invest in this fucking. I don't know if anybody in here is into investments and stuff, but like she's trying to get me into this Airbnb arbitrage bullshit, which I think is a complete fucking just a TikTok YouTube scam. Whatever.
Explain it. What is it?
So Airbnb arbitrage is essentially like you go and you rent a property, and then you convince the landlord that even though you're the one getting the lease for the property, that you're gonna go ahead and lease it out as an Airbnb. So you have to convince the landlord that you're leasing their property as an Airbnb, and you're gonna make more money by leasing it out than the landlord does, right? And I'm like, well, this is obviously dumb. I mean, why the fuck wouldn't the landlord be doing the same shit? Why would the landlord be doing the same shit?
Yeah, why the fuck wouldn't the landlord do it?
Why would it do the same shit?
Yeah, your shit just cuts out. You gotta You got to
Damn
fix
it.
that, man.
Yeah, I gotta fix that. Like these are epic. Like I'm doing a really good loo right now, and it's trash.
You do a pretty good loo.
I'm doing a good loo, and it's trash.
Yeah, that
I'm
sounds
sorry.
like some kind of weird fucking. Is that what they push that shit on TikTok? That sounds like some TikTok level shit.
Dude,
like,
just YouTube Airbnb arbitrage. Like it's this whole get. And I think maybe like a couple years ago, maybe it would have maybe it was good, right? Like, it does kind of make sense if you can find properties where you can just rent the, like, because that means you don't have to buy the property, right? And you don't have to have a mortgage on it or whatever. But you just have to have a lease on it. So if you can rent it out on Airbnb and make more money than what your lease is on it, then yeah, it's profitable. But I would say at this point, like, it's so oversaturated that it's highly unlikely that you're going to find a property where the landlord's going to allow you to do Airbnb through it and then still be able to make a profit over whatever the lease is. I would think in general, like, I ran some slums for many years. At this point, I've sold them all off, but there's no fucking way in hell that I'd let somebody come in and say, "Hey, let me lease your place, and I'm gonna let motherfuckers come in every month and stay at this place and make more money than what my like." No, I'm not doing that. There's no way I'm doing that. And then if I knew that was a possibility, I would just be doing the same myself.
Yeah, exactly. If you got to ask them, the landlord's just going to be hip to it at that point.
Right.
So
you can't, and there's a lot, and that's part of it, because there's a lot of people that are doing it, but not getting permission from the landlord.
Yeah, that sounds dumb. That sounds like a scam.
It's not necessarily a scam.
I get it.
The scam is people that are selling courses or whatever to learn how to do this. And there's nothing to learn to do. The gist of it is you find somebody that you can lease a property from that will allow you to lease it to other people. Okay? So if you can find that, good on you. I mean, but like you go on YouTube and there's like these people that are saying like, I've got 150 arbitrages going on right now. Like, no, you don't.
Yeah, no, you do not.
Dude, bro, she sent me all this shit, and I was looking, just going through you just Google it or YouTube it, and there's like a million of these channels with the same setup. You know, they all have the generic YouTube background and like the generic YouTube opening, and like, you know, these people on there claiming that, you know, I make $200,000 a month. I make $200,000 a month, but I'm here on YouTube telling you how you can make If you make $200,000 a month, one, you probably don't have time to do YouTube videos.
You wouldn't be telling other people that could.
And why are you telling other people how to? Right, that's not reality. Nobody does that. That's not a thing. That's the fucking guy in his garage with the Ferrari and the books. What's his fucking name? The knowledge guy.
What knowledge?
Whatever is. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I love? Knowledge.
Oh.
Taj. Or whatever his name is. You know what I'm talking about.
I thought you were talking about Phoenix Protocol, dude.
No, yeah, same guy. Taj, yeah. They work together probably. Same. It's the same script. I love knowledge. You know what I mean?
I love knowledge, dude.
But yeah, it's the same thing. It's stupid. I hate that shit. I like.
That's what these fuckers all push, that shit. Retail arbitrage and drop shipping and all this fucking shit. These are like, I'm just flooded with this shit on YouTube.
Yeah, I mean, anything that's like that is oversaturated, and there's no way you're going to be able to get into it and make any money on it. Like, I don't know. Like, when I was 16, I was looking into this dumb. I remember the one that I really got into was, there's an infomercial called Motor Millions. And there was this jagoff that sold this idea that you could like go to the auction and buy cars and flip them, and you could be a millionaire and you could drive whatever car you want or whatever. So when I was 16, 17, I used to go to auctions all the time and buy cars and try to flip them. I was never a millionaire. I don't know. maybe I didn't buy his package. I just figured
not yet, because you're gonna be the YouTube streamer, man. That's where you're gonna get your millions.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's why I tell the wife every night when she bitch. Why you on the fucking What are you fucking doing your stupid fucking talk show? I'm setting the groundwork. That's why I bought this. That's why I bought this fancy computer right here. So like I kept that computer, and I hope she doesn't watch this because I'll be in big trouble. But I said I bought.
If she does, hi, Mrs. EBT.
Hi, Annie. I bought this super expensive computer, right? Because like I have this fantasy that I'll edit stuff and I won't ever.
No, you're not gonna edit. It's so
no,
hard,
I'm not ever gonna.
So
it's so hard. Yeah.
I need an editor. If anyone here is an editor and wants to talk business, but not that much business, because I'm broke.
Yeah, right. So I bought this computer and then like I kept it in the box for like 2 weeks because I like had major buyer remorse and I was like, I shouldn't have bought this. I don't know. And then the other night she told me that she was paying a fucking goddamn coach, paying a wealth coach money to tell her how to make wealth, and I was like, fuck it. All right, I'm unboxing all this shit that I just bought. I don't give a fuck.
She's paying a wealth coach to tell her to rent Airbnbs?
Yeah, that's part of the thing, I guess. I mean, like...
She's spending your money on that shit?
Well, all the money...
He said...
Well, all the money's my money, though. I mean,
well, like, true.
But I know she did come into a little bit of a bag, but herself off, since her granny died and shit. But that's just mine. That's my shit. That's my shit. No, but I mean that's her. Actually, I'm super proud of her and I love her and I'm glad that she's trying to look into things to try to
Okay, but then you tell her like all this shit's too saturated, you're never gonna make them. Does she say the same thing about YouTube? She's like, oh, YouTube's too saturated.
No, not really. I mean, I think she just says that I'm a dumbass.
Well,
I mean obviously mine's a pipe dream. I mean maybe hers is a little bit,
you gotta somehow get in that algorithm, man. There's ways to do it.
I mean, like Ethan Ralph makes a living doing this shit, and he's
a retard. He's funny, but
right. Nah, and I don't know. You see these things. I don't know how. Yeah, we've talked about this before. I don't know how much of it's reality. I don't know how much. Well,
I bet we talk shit about Archaics. I bet that motherfucker's make money, dude.
Yeah, I mean,
good for him.
He's unstoppable at this point, I think. Now, I mean, and obviously he's making enough money where he quit his job.
Okay, he's a grinder though. That's what it's all about. It's the algorithm wants the Ready Player One loyalty center. You have to constantly be putting shit in. The same thing, bro. I'm doing eBay. All this shit under this Jesus velvet here. It's all eBay shit in boxes. I take a couple days off of eBay and I don't list. eBay doesn't give you the sales. The algorithm's like, fuck you. YouTube's the same way. You gotta feed it constantly.
And see, that's my thing is because like that's why I kind of like working for somebody is because I can just fuck off every day for an extended period of time if like I'm not feeling it and I'm still gonna get the same amount of money regardless of what my output is.
Right.
So and that I guess that's kind of thing. But I don't know, not that I wouldn't grind, but like I don't know. I guess I'm a manic depressant. Like I go through things like and especially content creation. Like I don't know. Like especially when like you film stuff like I filmed a shitload of stuff in Indianapolis. Like I bought cameras and all kinds of shit and like I would go downtown and like film all these things that I knew that I wanted to make this like eventually like big video or documentary to explain kind of like the whole theory. And then like I would gather all the footage and that's where it would end. Like after, and then like try, and then
like you were planning to like do a like voiceover and everything, and like make a
voiceover or
dude, it's so much work. It's
dude,
like an insane amount. That's the thing about Ewar, bro, is like those Lost History of Flat Earth documentaries. Bro, that's like 40 hours every video that he had an entire series. I bet it took him fucking an entire week per video.
And and then the Crater Earth dude. He has animations in this shit and stuff. Like how many hours are you putting into doing that?
Exactly.
But
I think we're ahead of the curve with the live stream because eventually it is right now. It's slowly becoming more and more live stream as Twitch kind of slowly falls apart. There's the interactive chat. Shout out to the chat. Not everyone can do a live stream. I mean, obviously you can, but it takes a while to like get good at it and you know.
No, I mean, how long we've been occasionally doing these for now?
A while now,
like 6 years now, I think.
Yeah,
because we were doing it before my 5-year-old daughter was born. So yeah, I mean, it's 5 or 6 years now.
It takes a while and everything. So these people Google Versmain, whatever the fuck his name is. Yeah, we're good.
No, we're good.
That's what I'm saying. I think we're at least ahead of the curve because YouTube right now is rolling out more and more features specifically for live stream like Twitch has. And that's why I was saying for you, if you wanted to do the second half on your stream, they have like a raid feature now. So everyone in here, you could start your scream, and I could just I could shit all these people into your scream. And then you tell them you got to subscribe and get that 1 to 1,000. Maybe next time.
Maybe next time. I'm not trying to do that. So I'm just checking the chat. Tin still spurging against this Ari Gold guy?
Yeah, Tin, jump in, dude. That's what I was gonna say though. But then we're not investing the same amount of time as these people that are putting in 40 hours per video and everything like that.
And I mean, I like doing this. I love doing this.
I prefer the live chat or the live stream 100 times more. It's so hard. I've been like, I got that shout out from Ewar and I wanted to pump into the algorithm. It's hard, man. I got 2 little boys and I got shit to do all fucking day. I don't have time sitting editing is fucking brutal, man.
Yeah, editing is brutal.
It's brutal, bro.
And like, okay, so that brings up the thing, right? With AI, right? Like, you would think that there would be a way to, and then these AI editing programs are bullshit.
I think that new, I didn't really watch it. There was that new Archaics one. It had like some robo voice or something on it, reading his book, and then one of the comments said it was like all AI art. So I don't know if that's true or not because I didn't investigate that. But did he just use an AI app to make the images of what the person's reading? So he used the AI to read it and then make the pictures? No?
Somebody else made it.
Okay.
And
I didn't look into it,
and that's what I'm saying. Like, it would actually be a pretty good move to take Archaic's material and then make a video with a voiceover and good visuals, and you'd probably do pretty well with the channel doing that. And he even says that's okay though, is one of the things. So yeah, that video the other day, he mirrored it from somebody. And Michael A saying he wants to see my liquor cabinet. It's literally just a different bottle, a plastic bottle of Canadian Club every other day.
Dude, first of all, you're drinking out of plastic bottles, dude. Come on, man.
No,
you a king, dog? I thought you was a king.
I'm just kidding. I'm on that Dwaz tonight. I think I'm on that Scotch tonight. Yeah.
Yo, we got our boy.
Get that bottle.
We got our boy TBE here. He's gonna play a video game and talk shit, I think.
Yo, what's up? Can you hear me?
Yo, you gotta cam up. People need to see the beard, bro. This is prime time, baby. You gotta have the cam.
Yeah, I know. Hold on, let me get this.
He said, "Yeah, I know." I can hear you a little bit. Are you on like speaker or something, or?
I'm on the cam mic is usually pretty good.
Okay, it doesn't sound too bad, honestly. I'll just turn you up a little.
Oh shit, I'm upside down.
Damn, you're upside down, bro.
Let me fix it.
Are you in Australia?
Bro!
Oh!
I don't know why it's doing that. That's weird.
Damn, you're doing a handstand now, dog.
That was new.
What's good?
I gotta fix this shit now. It's all like fucking weird. Yo, what's going on, man? What's good?
Now, you recently did a live stream on You Got Boosted.
Oh man, I had to review that whole thing with
Davey Crocco versus You Got Boosted. They're at war with one another.
Oh man, that was.
So go to the Toilet Bowl Earth channel and you can watch his review.
It's, I mean, oh my cat, weird over here. Yeah, you know, it's really bad. She was so cringe, and you know, Davey kind of went on her, and he was right, but you know, he was kind of being cringe too. So I had to like.
You had to cringe check both of them.
I had to cringe check them both. I mean, she was awful. She was just like super awful with it, and it's yeah, you know, the streaming thing was fun.
Yeah, hopefully you can put out some more. We got big enchilada. He left. He was there.
Come back. I don't know who that was.
That was Big Enchilada.
I think it might have been Beefy or something.
No, that was Big Enchilada. He's back.
Big enchilada. Oh, it keeps going in and out.
Shit, we got Big Enchilada in alive.
Yeah, he's the one that makes the funny ass Jurassic videos.
Yeah,
dude, that shit is
It's funny as fuck,
dude.
dude.
Epic editor. Like I don't.
Oh
I
yeah,
can't
what's
imagine how much time does it make to make that? Like
Tin's got them editing skills too. We need an editor, man. Calling out all editors. Contact me, Drew at chalkbodyoutline.com. We need to talk business. I have hundreds and hundreds of archives. Tons of clips could come out of.
I give up so quickly when I start to try to edit a video. I'm like,
oh, bro, it's fucking.
We need to put all the
tedious.
OOEs. We need to put all the OOEs on thumb drives and sell them.
We need USBs. We need USBs to sell.
I'll buy the replicator and the hard drive.
Yeah, I heard you say that. What the fuck is a replica? Don't you just drag them off the desktop onto the USB?
You can put multiple in and burn them.
Oh, okay. I don't know if we'll be selling that many, but okay.
Oh, hey, that's the mindset that's not gonna get you anywhere.
Hey,
right?
with these super chats here, man, it's kind of dry, which that's fine.
Got
but
nothing.
I see Andrew on Crucible fucking just raking in cash, bro. Damn.
These motherfuckers are broke.
It's all good.
Broke motherfuckers.
I love you guys.
I'm over here talking about property investments. These motherfuckers can't drop no fucking super chats. Damn.
It's all good, man. I know a lot. This chat here, it's like the same names for like 3 years. So much love to you guys.
We know how you made your riches, EBT, through your usury fucking practice.
There we go. There's a debate. You want a lively debate? Usury.
You need to borrow something?
I do.
Yeah,
Hit me
I'll
up.
borrow some. But don't make me fucking pay twice as much. So don't put your brother in more debt than he was in the first place. Yeah, that's a problem, EBT. That's theft.
I don't know. There's got to be some kind of value to my being able to loan you that amount of money, though, right?
Yeah, you're putting me in more debt.
Should I not be compensated for that?
You're not being compensated. You're getting your money back.
The same money I gave you in the first place.
So if you have money to lend, that means you have money to let go. So I'm not putting you at any disservice by taking your money. Not that I need a loan or anything. I don't. But I'm just saying that
I do.
If you have money to loan, you're not. I'm not putting you in any debt or in any. Stop fucking twisting your head like Andrew from the Crucible.
He's giving you the Carhartt nod.
I know, man. I don't like it. It makes me feel weird, bro. I'm doing it. He's vibing me out, man. Yeah. No, man. I can't fucking deal with that shit. That's just hilarious.
That's fucking so funny.
No, you can't. And it's funny that you brought that up before in a stream about users saying, "Oh, it's in the Bible, bro." No, that's not. It's not.
Not what? It's not what? What's not what?
You're being dishonest when you say that.
What's being what?
About usury.
What about it?
What you're basically advocating is theft. You're saying you're
Oh,
advocating.
if I have money and you need money and I give you money and I say, give me a little bit of extra money because I gave you money, that's theft.
Okay.
That's straight
You
up.
got to use my money. You got to use my money
That's a preview.
that you didn't have. And I said, give me a little bit of something on top.
That's a preview for a future debate. We can debate.
That's theft. Okay, great.
That's a preview. That was a trailer. That's all we're gonna.
Yeah, no trailer. Let's fucking go. The people are here now. Let's fucking go, man. I would say, me personally, because it's like voluntarism, I would pay you back a little bit extra, whatever, just
that seems
out
fair.
of the kindness of my heart, because I knew I needed it.
I don't see why that's not fair.
So
I don't see why that's not fair.
Yeah, let me just.
I would say personally, the system set up by the Medicis, pawn loaning, is the most fair system. You give me something of value, I give you money to hold this something of value. When you are ready to come back and pay that money that I gave you and retrieve the thing that I gave you of value, that seems to be the most fair lending system that there is.
Miss Bumps got it in the chat. She's saying the banks don't have the money to loan you 100%.
Yeah, well, that's why we probably do this another time, so it'd be more.
We're here now.
Better.
What's all this? Another time. We're going to do this shit another time. We're going to do this shit. All the people are here right now. We're going right now, motherfucker. Let's go.
No, I'd love to do it another time. I'd love to.
Oh, man. These fucking cock teasers, man. The people are here. The fucking house is full. And these people are just going to fucking tease your cock. That's it.
No, we got
I'd say
tune in Sunday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Time on this fucking other non-monetized channel.
Yeah.
The fuck kind of shit is it? You guys are on some fucking bullshit tonight, man.
I think that would be my pawnbroking is the fairest form of banking that there is.
I mean, this isn't we could have this debate now because it's really, we can't really drag this on for like an hour type debate. I mean, my position, I could concede to you that.
Is there like a limiter or something when I?
Okay, I'll concede to you that, to benefit the person giving out the loan, I could say that I could agree to, you could charge them a one-time thing where, I'm giving you this loan and I'll charge you, whatever percentage of the loan, the initial principal, you pay that back and that's it. My problem is with usury as we know it in modern society, that usury just, the sort of interest never stops. And this is how, apparently how countries get bankrupt is because the interest never stops on a loan. It's always it compounds and it goes up and up and up, and you're never able to repay
creates trickle up economics, and
what they're doing is they're profiting off of future labor that you haven't even gotten to yet physically in space and time. You know what I'm saying? Like you'll never be able to catch up.
That's why I'm saying that's why that's unfair. That's why I'd say pawnbroking is the most fair of loans.
Explain pawnbroking to me again. I guess I missed
pawnbroking. So like I need money.
Your mic's like low, dude.
Okay, I just changed the setting. Hold on.
I don't know what you did, but it was fine before.
I was trying to be able to yell, but okay. Never.
Yeah, we don't need that.
The same Sam Kingston over here.
Let me turn that back. Automatic gain control. Okay, how do I sound? Same thing? Or am I back?
Similar.
No, that's better.
Okay, so
there you go.
Pawnbroking. So I need money. I bring the pawnbroker something of value.
Okay.
The pawnbroker holds that thing of value and then loans me the money that I need, which is less than the value of the thing that I'm giving the pawnbroker to hold in exchange for me getting the actual cash that I need to do whatever I need to do. So then I sign a contract to where I can come back in X amount of days and then give the money back to the pawnbroker and get back the thing that I put as collateral to get that money in the first place.
Now, damn, Tin, you're in Atlanta and you've never been to a damn pawn shop or what? Damn.
Or if I extend that, I pay interest on that because they're now modern day pawnbroking is terrible because the interest rate is like insane. If you put something in pawn and you don't get it back within the first 30 days, the likelihood that you're going to get it back is pretty low. And that's why the pawn shop's going to give you a very low amount of loan within for whatever you put as collateral. But then you have, in that case, you build a relationship with the pawnbroker. So if you need money and you're a trustworthy source, you can bring something in. They're going to give you a good value for whatever you bring in because they know that you're going to redeem it. Because otherwise, if you don't redeem it, then the pawn shop has to sell that piece that you brought in to be able to make up for the money that they loaned you in the first place. But at this there's an equal exchange. It's not like we're making money and all you're doing is signing your name on the line, and your name is what your collateral is. Both sides lose on that, right? But in this case, at least the pawn shop has a physical material item that they would have the ability to sell if you don't come back on your loan, right?
Right. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. But in the usury practices of today, like credit card companies and stuff like that.
But this is what you're saying though, right? Is because like the credit card company is issuing you credit without any collateral.
Maybe the credit card company is not the right analogy.
Well, no, I'm saying anything. Anything.
He's
right?
saying
like
he wants to borrow 5 racks from you right now.
Credit cards are
Hook 'em up.
Credit cards are a little different because
33% interest on it, but yeah, we can do that.
credit cards are a little different because you're
Got that in the bag right now.
You're voluntarily agreeing that, hey, I'm going to spend this amount of money. And
that's the thing. You're voluntarily agreeing to it.
It's a different thing, though. It's a different thing when you're.
What about banks though that don't have the fucking money at all, and they just press a button and they get all this interest?
I mean, when you get into the fractional, I think that complicates the matters a lot. When you talk about fractional reserve banking, I think we get into a whole different area that really isn't the same as usury at that point. Like,
how is it not? How is it not usury then?
I'm not saying that it's not, but it's not something that the Bible had whatever's in the Bible had any concept of what. There's no idea of fractional reserve banking in the Bible.
Okay,
right?
that's the same argument. Yeah, that's the same argument these people use weapons of war on the Second Amendment.
I don't know.
Well, they'll be like, "Oh, the Second Amendment never knew these kind of guns would exist in the future, so that it doesn't count on that."
I don't know. I think the Second Amendment has to do with heraldry, like coat of arms.
Yeah, no, I saw you say that in the Crucible chat. Is that a real thing? Because
it's a thing.
I've never heard of it.
It's a concept. Heraldry is a big deal that a lot of people like ignore.
No. When I looked up the word, I was like, yeah, that's kind of strange. Yeah,
it's a pretty legitimate thing, and that's kind of like, it's the thing that I put forth in a lot of Sedevacantis kind of chats, is because like the Pope has a heraldry. Like when you become Pope, you get a coat of arms, right? And like the last 2 popes, like rejected the papal tiara from their coat of arms. So and they have a bishop's mitre. So essentially, in their coat of arms, in their official heraldry, they're admitting that they're not the Pope. And then like the Swiss Guard, the guys in the goofy uniforms that guard the Pope, for Francis, they made an entire fake coat of arms for Francis, where Francis has the papal tiara. But that's what I'm talking about. I think that perhaps that's what they're talking about, is that it's right for families to bear their heraldry. But then it gets complicated to talk about militias and stuff like that.
Does that include guns? Does that
no?
Just crest.
I think it would have been more specific if that's what it was, because at that time, arms would have meant your coat of arms. It wouldn't have meant a musket or a gun or a an automatic assault rifle 15 or anything.
Yeah, that sounds like bullshit, dog.
Yeah.
That sounds like some deflection from he was sticking up for fucking usury, and then all of a sudden it became something else.
It is, but it's a debate. I'm just trying to argue what I argue.
Cutting out.
Damn it. I'm doing so good. If it didn't cut, I wish I could figure this out. There's got to be like a vocal. There's got to be like a cutout setting or some shit.
It's you got like a limiter or something on there. So
That's what I'm saying.
When the limiter is what's fucking you up.
Is that
Enchilada called you an enslaved bootlicker.
is that Enchilada? I will curb stomp you with the boot that I just licked. Okay.
Enchilada, we need to hire you to be editor.
That's not input volume, is it though? No,
Putting.
probably not. I don't know what boots I'm licking though. I mean, I wish you would come. I wish you'd come on here and tell me what boots I'm licking, because I don't see what boots I'm licking. It just seems like you're a bunch of clown shoes up in this shit.
The Jay's boots, it sounds like to me.
Oh, the Jay's boots.
The Jay's
boots. Oh, it's so bad that somebody gave me money and I had to pay them back money and give them. That was my argument. Is like it's stupid to think that there's a stupid idea that like people. That's just Sarah, right? They think that like you have a mortgage on your house, that's just going to be forgiven because it wasn't. And the same, I don't know if anybody is familiar with quantum grammar around here.
I went down that rabbit hole a couple years ago.
Okay, so like in the quantum grammar world, which is directly connected to Sarah, they think that all contracts are invalid because it doesn't use the correct parse quantum grammar, right? Because this one guy came up with this whole concept where all language is wrong, and somehow he figured out language is correct. And
the Postmaster General is like the ruler of the world or some shit like that.
General is the ruler of the world, right? And if you know the right way to write the grammar,
it's similar to that free man on the law type shit.
It's part of it, right? It all intertwines. So if you know this right grammar, you can write the right letters and the right forms, and you can go to the Vatican and you can appeal this, and where you'll access your account, and then you can become your own Postmaster General, and then you're not under any of these jurisdictions anymore. And then you become, and this is that one guy who disappeared, the guy that said he was going to be the king of England.
Yeah, I remember that.
He was a quantum grammar guy, right? Because he said that the way he did it is because he submitted the right forms using the right proper grammar, quantum grammar to the crown.
Yeah, and
then
the Vatican. Remember how big that was? These truthers for like 2 weeks. 2 weeks, they were like, "This fucking guy's the next king or the new king," and what was his name? Like King Harold or some bullshit like that.
Heraldry, King Heraldry.
No, it was Stephen or John.
I can't remember, but I totally remember. And then all the people that pushed that shit on their like social medias and everything, crickets. Like no pushback from anyone. No.
Well, and then the QAnon community got into it, and then there was a video that came. There was a documentary that came out that was called War Castles, and then War Castles was this big thing about quantum grammar, that how the Vatican controls the world because they use this wrong grammar. So somehow they write sentences wrong, and words equal spells, right? This is a common trope in the fucking truther community. Words equal spells, and if you just know how to write the right words with the right language and the right fucking semicolons and commas and whatever and hashes and hyphens, this is what my name is right here. EBT hyphen postmaster hyphen master whatever semicolon. That's quantum grammar. This is literally what these people, and they pay thousands of dollars to go to these conferences where they can learn how to write in quantum grammar, and it's a free man on the land thing, right? They know the true notes. This is how you write the documents to the government to get access to your account. It's dumb. It's stupid. It's fucking retarded.
I saw that I was watching this live, and there was like they had like a panel thing going, which is popular now. It's like a truther panel stuff, and
we're late to the party.
Yeah.
Actually, not really, because we did have the Discord voice cringe 2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah, we
were early.
And but no, there was a caller, it was some Kang, he called up. He was like, "Listen, be like shit. They be using the English language for the spells and talking, and then he goes on about be less and blessed and stuff like that, and weekdays and stuff. And it occurred to me like maybe the words themselves aren't the spells. It's literally you're the one casting the spells at this point. You're the one redefining the words. You're the one putting that in people's heads that what's the word means now. You know what I'm saying? The accuser is actually the one who smelt it is the one who dealt it at this point now.
The deep philosophical quotes.
Yeah,
from Toilet Bowl Earth.
Yeah, that's my favorite. It's exactly that. Like what exactly are you doing when you say stuff like, "Oh, blessed means be less"? You're the spellcaster. You're the one saying this is what this word means. And who gave you the right to redefine it? Like, that's ridiculous.
It was the lady drinking the Monster on Instagram.
Hey, right. Oh that's the OG. That's the OG video.
The lady's like, "Look there's a cross on there, and this is 3 symbols here are 6s in Hebrew."
She was the OG. She's like the
Vav.
She's like, and it's got the cross, and when you drink the Monster, you turn it upside down.
She's the Genesis truther Karen. She was the first.
Yeah, dude. I wonder how she's doing today. I think she's actually Water Wheel now. I think it's the same person, same actor.
Yeah, she took it. She took the monster juice in the veins. Yeah, that's a shame.
The low carb monster in the vein.
Hey, good. Yeah. Hey, just the break. Good job on your first stream yesterday.
Oh man, thank you. It's a lot different.
I noticed you got the 3/4 open window, just like Quantum of Conscious. So
this is how I want to get that good juju. You know what I'm saying? That
right.
Good juju. You know what I'm saying? You hear my word spelling?
I hear you.
Yeah. I'm trying to copy the greats. You know what I'm saying?
It's for the cat.
Ari's still going off about Ari, come in the Discord. You're going off about this religious.
Ari's just going on.
Okay, listen, dude. You pay 50% of your income in taxes before you even fucking get it nowadays, and he's talking shit about religion.
Is he talking about what, tithes?
No, he's just he says, "Don't trust the engineers of this society that have been trying to brainwash all of us since day one."
In the Bible, technically, like where the tithes come from, the explanation for it is that God gives you 10% more than you need, and that you give that for others. Is where that comes from.
Right. So we give that to the church, and the church gives to others.
Right.
So this guy would rather pay the state 50%.
I just don't understand what Ari Gold's issue is. What's your issue? I mean, he has this like sort of generalized.
He made some kind of weird bear comment. I don't know if he's.
There's that meme. There's that midbrain meme or whatever. It's like on the low end of the IQ spectrum. It's like Jesus or whatever, and then in the middle, it's like atheists and the peak of the bell curve, and then at the top of the IQ curve, it's like Jesus. That's how it is, man.
He's he just keeps going on about in the chat. I was going off, going back and forth with him. He keeps talking about, oh, religion is divisive. Religion is divisive. And I kept trying to get to specifics with him, like what specifically do you have a problem with what Christianity sort of purports to
I mean, what's not divisive? Are we gonna fucking kumbaya in a fucking
What exactly are we in now besides Christianity? Is the non-Christian world in a?
Do you want the one world fucking free energy fucking kumbaya fucking? I mean, what's not divisive?
Right. What's not divisive? Humanity in itself is divisive. Humans, by our fallen nature, are divisive. That's the reason why I have the blinds down. It's for the cat.
I don't know. And that's another one of these dumbass fucking truther tropes, is they think they understand Hegelian philosophy, and they boil down the Hegelian dialectic to be problem, reaction, solution, and that's not what it is. It's really just not what it is. That's just some dumb shit that truthers say that is not how it doesn't mean anything. Okay, that's to an extent, yeah, we're presented with that, but I would say now we're presented with problem, followed by a problem. Like, I don't see any kind of problem and reaction. It's problem, reaction, problem, reaction. But that's not even the Hegelian dialectic, and that's not even what Hegel was talking about. For the most part, the people that promote that kind of idea that that's what it is are actually on the side of Hegel. Because Hegel was against religion, for one.
I mean, Ari, from all the comments I've read of Ari in the chats, he believes all about hoaxes and psyops. So Hegel is part of that. Hegelian dialectic is an integral part of how psyops work. Psyop, they perform a psyop on you, and then they present you the problem.
Well, Hegel was part of that idea of restructuring the idea. Like, the idea of religion is really kind of a modern concept in of itself. The use of the word religion and the way the modern conception of what it is, right, is really kind of a modern concept, right? Like, because if you really take the word back to Roman religio, I mean, that meant the true proper belief, right? That's really what it meant at that point in time. But in the Roman religion, that could mean a lot of things, because the Roman were syncretists.
That's correct.
They would absorb anything that they brought into within their empire.
Yeah, but that was funny. You were in Jim Bob's chat. I don't know, it was like a week ago or something. And you were like, "Oh man, here it is, the new worldview order up in here."
Worldview order. Yeah, I hate that worldview.
I was dying.
I hate that worldview talk. I can't stand that presuppositional bullshit. And that's actually for that dude Kyle, that dollar store dyer. He put out a video today or yesterday or he's dialing it back. He's like, that stuff doesn't work on anybody, and it's like there's no if you use that argument against anybody, they're obviously gonna just get triggered and not listen to what you're saying.
No, they're not going to get triggered. It's just a bad argument. It's not.
Well, that's what they say. They're saying you're getting triggered. No, it really just is a bad argument, and it doesn't make any sense. I mean, and in general, it makes Christianity look bad, in my opinion.
We're using cheap tactics to defend our faith. Like, that's terrible.
I would never tell anybody that if you don't believe in my worldview, then your worldview is incoherent. Yeah. And then anything that's coherent in your worldview is really just borrowing from my worldview. I mean, it's such a nonsense.
It's weak, like psychological tactics.
And that's all they fall back on. Anytime Jim Bob gets attacked, he'll fall back. Well, how do you know?
Yeah.
They fall back to epistemology, but in their system, there's no epistemology.
Right.
It's ontology. It's direct revelation from God. And that's why you can't unless you're a Calvinist, you can't use it because it doesn't make any sense in the system.
Right.
Right.
It's a very long-winded God of the gaps fallacy.
Yeah, it's complete nonsense, and I don't see why anybody
of the gaps fallacy.
I would even say like Dyer, like we'll go back to talking shit
I'm
about
not
that.
like that, dude. You don't have to. Don't.
Hey,
awfully blow you,
hey!
motherfucker.
Fix that fucking camera, dude. Damn.
Yeah, let's see that beautiful
EBT,
face.
the motherfucking cameras.
It keeps.
Bro, you
don't
got
know
like
what-
a max headroom camera sometimes and shit.
Yeah,
You're trying to
I
hack
know.
into the fucking
Yeah, that's just funny.
Chicago broadcast over there
I'm dialed into Fermi Lab
right now.
Because he's got that damn magenta fucking tint on him.
Damn.
Shit.
I gotta edit out those when you saw the orbs. I gotta do that for Halloween.
I'm pretty sure the orb was a spider. Now that when I went back and looked at it,
Well, don't ruin the Halloween episode.
because I was trying to point at it, and then like I went back and I think it was.
Yeah, I'm getting a fog machine, so let me join that Halloween stream. All right.
You got a fog machine?
I got one too. I got one. Let's do it.
We're gonna get a bubble machine. It's gonna be bubbles.
We should do paranormal stories and ghost stories and stuff.
You got it.
Man,
Let's fucking go right now.
I got all types of literature.
Let's go. I used when I did a bunch of like ghost hunting, or I got big into ghost hunting for a while, like 2005, 2006 or whatever. Like I bought like night vision and all this bullshit, and we'd go to all these haunted places and go. When there's that show with the two plumbers from Roto-Rooter. The two plumbers from Roto-Rooter would go out ghost hunting and shit. I don't remember what the. Yeah.
Wasn't it just called Ghost Hunters or some shit like that?
Ghost Hunters or whatever, yeah. We go to all those places and we go and it was great.
Did you find any ghosts?
I guess the one thing that we had with the most evidence was we went to this place in St. Louis called Zombie Road, and there's this abandoned trail.
You were looking for brains.
There's a whole huge document. There's a big documentary about it. There's a big documentary about it that was big at the time or whatever. And there's like school buses full of children that died like on this road, and then they shut down the road or whatever, and then it became like a woods or whatever. And then you go through this area, and then the big thing in that area was like the shadow people was the big anomaly that a lot of people would get. So like to get to this area, you had to like park way over on this other side at this like city park, and then you had to walk all the way through this trail that went by the river, and then you cross this little bridge that would go into the woods. And this was the strangest moment because like, so it's right by the river, right? So like you can hear frogs and, you know, all kinds of wildlife and all this kind of stuff. Like it was just loud, right? When you're in the woods by a riverbank, it's just kind of loud by the nature. And then when you would cross over this little bridge that would go into the woods past the riverbank, literally you walk over the bridge and then it just became dead silent. Like in the strangest silence that just super strange.
No bugs or nothing.
Nothing. No bugs, no frogs, no nothing. As soon as you cross over this bridge into the woods, dead silence. And then so like as soon as you cross over the bridge, then it starts to go. The road, what's called Zombie Road, starts to weave up this way, and it goes up to like a main road, and there's like a middle school at the top of the road. A lot of people would park at the middle school, and then you'd go a little bit down the way. But if you really want to do it, you start at the other end, and then you work your way all the way up through it. So we started like at the end of the day, where it was still daylight, and we started walking through, and it was a couple miles before you get to it. And then so by the time we crossed over into the wooded areas and got on the Zombie Road, and we started making our way, and then you can see where there's a bunch of like fucking kids and wannabe Satanists and everything. They have like, there's fucking like skulls nailed to trees and like, you know, satanic shit, you know, like pentagrams drawn everywhere or whatever. But like the most eerie feeling of this silence, and then like this super eerie feeling of like somebody's like watching you the entire time. But the main claim in this area is that whenever you take pictures, you'll get pictures and there'll be like lines of like shadow kids in the pictures. So we didn't see anything particularly like visually. It was a weird feeling, but then when we went back and looked at the pictures, we did get the same like shadow people pictures that they claimed in the documentary or whatever. And this was years ago. I don't have I could pull up the pictures eventually, but it was strange, and we just got this really weird, dreadful feeling by the time we got to the top where the middle school is, and it was transitioning to where it was getting real dark. We kind of just there's three of us, and we kind of just got freaked out and we left. But it was definitely a strange place. You definitely got a strange feeling to the whole place.
Creepy.
I don't think I have any like paranormal stories. That's why I don't necessarily believe in ghosts.
Yeah, what about
That same trip, because we went to St. Louis to do a bunch of different places. Like Zombie Road was one of them. The other one was Cahokia Mounds.
Is St. Louis just haunted as fuck or what?
I mean, like, every place is haunted, right? Whatever.
That whole middle
but St. Louis does. St. Louis is a strange place. Very, very strange place. We did Cahokia too.
He's all about that Native American spirituality shit. So
I am. I mean, I'm not. And then I've been interested in my whole life. But so
I mean, it's fascinating, man.
I was in these weird like intro level groups to Freemasonry, right? Like Order the Arrow and Firecrafter and like all these kind of weird groups that were kind of like intro Freemasonry or whatever. But like Order the Arrow is.
You say you were a Freemason, bro? Or were you? You were in the doorway?
I've said this before. I was gonna join a Freemason lodge. And then, so like, I went so far as to get the application, and the guy told me that there was a credit check and a $200 application fee. And then I was like, all right, well, this is bullshit. I'm not getting a credit check. I'm not getting a credit check for your fucking gnosis. I'm out. Nah. Like, that's when I knew it was bullshit. I'll just read fucking Manly P. Hall. Or
you need Chuck?
Like.
I don't believe it.
So I don't know. And we went to a whole bunch of places looking for, and I'm still super interested in that. I'd love to. There's one here there's the Joliet prison here, just south of me. That's one that I've always wanted to go. The one that I really, really want to go to is Waverly Hills Sanitarium in Kentucky. That one is one of the ones that always like produces weird shit whenever people go to it. And I'm still I don't know. I'm still super interested in that kind of paranormal kind of thing, because I think like if you can prove that stuff, I mean that does prove kind of like a preternatural realm, right? That can leak into our realm or whatever. So
I mean, demonology is not something out of the realm of.
It's not like you're calling calling upon things that, like, I think you can go too far with it, perhaps, where you're calling upon stuff. But to go to a place that has lore and just try to experience it. But then again, that's probably part of it, psychologically, like you're already going to the place thinking that, well, this place is haunted, so maybe perhaps
this isn't out of the realm of, I mean, not even Orthodox, but this isn't out of the realm of Roman Catholic belief either, that demonology like that, right? That's a weird fringe belief, right?
It's rather complicated, I guess, per se. But I mean, it's not impossible for preternatural being.
Like Lemonheads? Yeah, I remember that one, man. That Lemonhead post was, man, and I always remember that one. That one's crazy.
Hey, Rusty Schmackleford in the chat said, all I'm saying is I've been to Auschwitz and I didn't see anything spooky.
Hey yo!
Hey.
Oh shit! Damn,
That's funny.
that's pretty good.
EBT
Casino?
shouting at cloud says EBT. Have you ever had sex in a coffin at Harvard? He just drank his piss in the coffin. That's it.
Yo,
Wow.
is that a skull and bones a ritual? You gotta have sex in a coffin?
I'm not sure that it was piss.
No, wait, that's
but-
Yale. Never mind. That's
It was
Yale.
squirt.
Never mind.
Yeah,
That's
Just
squirt
drank
in
that
a coffin.
squirt.
that's what they told me it was. So.
Said drink the squirt.
No, I mean, I love going to cemeteries. Like that's one of my big like. I
Right.
just
Tell
I
us
love
more.
I
Tell
love
us
hang
more about
I love hanging out at cemeteries.
Tell us more about what you like to do in your spare time.
I like to go to
Cemeteries and
cemeteries.
Freemasonry, entry level Freemasonry.
Yeah.
I was gonna be
Yeah.
a Freemason. I like to hang out at cemeteries. You know.
Yeah,
What a
I
big
drink
deal, guys.
piss.
yeah.
I support
what-
usury.
What else?
What else, man? Some bad night for
Hey,
EBT, man.
Yo, bad night for EBT. EBT is taking L's all night.
Damn.
I'll take them. I'll take them.
I love it. I love it. If it wasn't for that,
Y'all know I do be hanging out at this cemetery, though.
yeah, if it wasn't for your stupid,
I used to smoke
fucking,
weed in a cemetery when I was like 16.
If it wasn't for your stupid fucking Donald Trump meme where he's like having a headache and there's a 5G fucking tower and I wouldn't be here today. Okay, I wouldn't be here today, and that's a fact.
I mean, I don't even. It's hard to even like that meme.
Yo, that should change my life, bro. That should change my life. I was just like, what the fuck is going on here?
The location of that particular mattress firm is like I don't even like I said, I've got like whole footage. I went around this whole area with cameras like filming all this. That area is some kind of super secret military organization. There's like 7 mattress firms in that one area.
Oh, it's true around here too. There's several mattress firms in Atlanta.
And Outback Steakhouse. There's always an Outback Steakhouse and a Hooters next to a mattress firm.
Long John Silver.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's another one of them.
Those are kind of not. I haven't seen a Long John Silver's in a long time.
They don't want you to see them, man.
That's right.
That's where they're gonna feed the troops that they house in the mattress firm. They feed them at the Long Johns.
I think mattress firms is just like a communication. They have all the
coils.
all the communication cables are all just ran to the mattress firm locations.
It's like the AT&T long lines all jack into mattress firm. That's the new signal booster centers.
Yeah. Well, but that one in that meme that I used is an actual one right by me. That's near Fermilab. The motherfucker has like 7 fucking towers in its back lot. It's unreal. And then so after I did that meme, then they all of a sudden changed that one location. That one location changed to American Mattress. But there's still like 5 other mattress firms in the area, but they changed that one to American Mattress. Like, who's buying all these mattresses?
Right.
I mean, the mattresses aren't fucking cheap. Have you ever seen the mattress they sell there? I mean, how much does it take? How many mattresses do they have to sell to pay the rent?
I never see anybody there. Is the thing. I've never seen anybody at a mattress firm.
Yeah, because it's it's the same thing where people say you never see your neighbors bring in groceries. So it's like the whole Mandela thing or whatever.
Yeah. I seen my neighbors bring in groceries.
I've seen pregnant Chinese women too. Like it's all. Yeah, I've seen a pregnant Chinese woman get attacked by a pit bull. Like, how rare is that? I mean, it's real. It happens.
And the last 3 mattresses that we bought, I think we bought them all online. And then before that, we
exactly. So not only is there all the mattress firms, but they're buying mattresses online, Costco, Sears. Sears still exists?
Like, why should there be a dedicated mattress store? And why should there be 5 Why should there be 5 of them within miles of each? None of
Yeah,
it
it
makes
doesn't
sense.
make any
I
sense.
mean, I think there's going to be a big closing of all those places. Yeah, for sure.
That's when you know shit's about to kick off.
That's when when the mattress firms go down.
When they liquidate.
You should start packing up all your fucking lima beans and pinto bean cans.
But I mean, if you this is really kind of not a joke though, but it is. But you're gonna if you look at this, there's a mattress firm, there's an Outback Steakhouse, there's a Hooters, there's a Walmart, there's a Sam's Club, like they're all of these. It's always in the same area, and even there's a lot of times where there's
They're probably owned by the same company.
these mass bangbangs that happen in the area where all these things really are at. Like I don't know, it's just strange. There's no reason why there needs to be 5, 6 mattress firms within 3 miles of each other. I mean, no, there's more mattress firms than there's McDonald's. Okay, to tell me
There's no way. I don't believe that.
There's no way. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. And
I don't believe it. I'm gonna look that up.
You think there's
No, I'm not saying I'm not saying in general. I'm not saying like
in concentrated areas. You mean
when there's concentrated areas of mattress firms, there's more mattress firms than there are McDonald's. Like
I don't know anybody that I know personally that's ever bought a mattress from Mattress Firm. To be honest with you,
no.
Me neither. No.
Anybody but I'll put a chat. I'll ask the chat. We'll put a poll.
I mean, I guess I've seen people go in there.
You know, and you know what? Tomorrow I'm going to the mattress firms.
They're about to snatch them up.
I'm gonna go in there. I've never been in one. All these years I've been talking about mattress firm, and I've never
look for a basement
on it.
Yo, CBO, like, watch this. He's about to be cloned. They're gonna take his ass. You go to fucking mattress firm tomorrow.
Mark my words. I'll live stream it tomorrow.
He's gonna come on next week, like, yo, man, Usury's bullshit, man.
He's gonna convert to Orthodoxy. He's gonna renounce the papacy. He's gonna be like, Tin, you were right the whole time, bro.
Yo, Tin, I was thinking of you when I saw brother Nathaniel earlier, man.
I've seen that guy. He's been in Atlanta.
He's been to Atlanta too?
Yeah, he's been in Buckhead. Yeah, I've got pictures of him in Buckhead.
Oh, bro.
Which is funny because...
What does he do? What does he just sit there and pray all day?
No, he's just... I guess he's just talking his shit to the people on the street. You know, like a street preacher would. You know, like he's just like... He's just trying to... I guess he's like sort of street signing like a panhandler he's got. He's just going to showing his shit to people.
But he's not really... Is he taking tips? Because I didn't see that. Maybe he is, but...
No. So to answer your question, EBT, yeah, he's part of Road Corps. Brother Nathaniel
is he Road Corps? Okay. Yeah, Michael A just said something too. I forgot to mention. There's always usually a U-Haul self-storage facility or some kind of other storage facility. I don't know if anybody knows this rise of these self-storage facilities everywhere, and it's like who's storing all this shit? I think U-Haul really is another part of this like infrastructure in case when shit hits the fan. I think they're storing a lot of. There's almost always a U-Haul self-storage facility across from these groups of mattress firms. I think there's ammunition and whatnot stored at these U-Haul facilities, but. Yeah, I just look at it. Do the research. Do the research,
bro.
Why is there so many rent storage facilities? It doesn't make any sense. And these places charge like ridiculous amounts now. Like you get a fucking 10x10 storage unit, it's like fucking $200 a month or something.
Yeah, the storage thing is crazy, man. I don't think, you know.
And then Walmart's got this parking lot full of damn fucking shipping containers. They got these weaponized shipping containers ready to go in the store in the parking lot right now.
The cat's tripping, dude. The cat was tripping.
She does this thing where she runs across the room like it's a whole.
The zoomies.
I got an autistic cat. She got fucking jabbed apparently. I don't know.
Ask your best friend, your bestie.
I've never even seen a Mattress Firm delivery truck.
I don't think they deliver, do they?
They do. That's what they do. You don't pick them up. They deliver.
You
'em.
don't pick up. I thought it's cash and carry.
Look at the store. Look at the store. There's no room for stock.
They use Penske trucks, man. That's not real.
Oh, okay, maybe. Yeah, you're
They
right.
use rent out.
Possibly.
They use rent out.
That's right. Yeah, that's okay. Go ahead. Apologize for fucking Mattress Firm.
I'm a Mattress Firm shill, bro.
No, they probably do use Penske. That I mean, I'll give them that. I'll give them that. I have seen old mattresses stacked up behind.
I love shilling for Mattress Mattress Firm. That's what I do. That's my job.
MF. Motherfucking Mattress Firm.
Mattress Firm.
Mattress Firm. Fucking with the firm.
95% of people almost have never bought from Mattress Firm here.
So, and then there's that Mattress Firm headquarters in Texas or whatever, and then they've got like a whole wall of red shoes in the Mattress Firm headquarters.
Is that
like,
real?
And then like the person that designed the Mattress Firm headquarters works for NASA. Like there's all these kind of weird connections.
That's real. They have red shoes.
Yeah.
Like the Pope fucking.
Well, the current Pope doesn't wear it. He doesn't wear the red shoes anymore.
He doesn't kill the babies.
I guess not.
Damn.
He wears
slipping.
black shoes. He refuses to wear the red papal shoes.
That's how you know he's a good guy. He's
maybe
the good.
Or maybe he's the bad guy.
He's the hologram. Hologram
Who
Pope
knows?
theory.
Hologram Pope, right? Who knows? Who knows? It's all fake. I mean, it's not fake. It's just not real.
Was that the new one today? I didn't even watch it.
I don't know. Basic. It's the same. I don't know. Same shit he always says. Nothing's different. But essentially, yeah. Like people say it's fake, but then he says it's not fake. It's just not real. Like so.
So what the fuck is it then?
I think a lot of it he really was kind of calling out Archaics because he was saying like,
oh, you think Matt and Archaics are about to go to war or what?
Matt hates Archaics.
I would think that.
But he was like, if you have this super complicated theory and it's so hard to understand all this stuff, he's like, well, that's bullshit. Like it's simple. It's simple. It's not real.
So simple. It's a half page, but you can't write the half page for fucking 4 years.
Right.
I was getting triggered at the beginning of this chat. You guys talking about Orthodoxy like it's some psyop. I was getting real.
I wouldn't say it was a psyop. I asked if.
I was getting real disturbed about Russia and conflating that with Orthodoxy and EBT just going along with it. Like, oh, yeah,
So the other channel that I would shout out on that, and he's kind of a retard though, because he's like in this new apostolic church movement or some shit. But we've read the documents. He's pretty well versed in the connections with Dugan and Orthodoxy. But
I mean, it is a big push. You got to admit, Tin. It's like a Shia LaBeouf, and they got the movie. They got all this shit. You got it, like a lot of that manosphere shit.
Shia says to be Catholic, though.
Yeah, whatever. Same shit.
But it could be. But that's the thing with the TFP, though, the traditional family movement or whatever, is like it's both sides, right? It's the trad cats and the orthobros. It's like a same kind of push to like this extreme version, right? So we're far left. That's like paradigm, but it's the far left. They've got to swing it far right at some point.
All right, but I mean, I get it. Yeah, I'm with it and all. I just don't understand that, like, you're implying that the conspiracy of Orthodoxy is it's a modern convention is kind of
No, that's not. I didn't say that. I didn't necessarily say that.
It's more Russia. More Russia is doing this, even though Russia had a history of Orthodoxy. Russia did this though.
Well, I mean, like, I guess I'm not wrong though about that military cathedral with Stalin icons in it and stuff.
You're not wrong about that. You're not wrong about that.
I mean, that's
that exists. I'm not going to deny that doesn't exist.
right, and I'm not saying that defeats all orthodoxy. Just like I would say, just because some random bishop says some dumb shit or whatever in the Catholic Church doesn't mean.
Yeah, and I'm not going to sit here and throw the Crusades at you and be like, oh, that disproves Catholicism is wrong either.
And right, and that's the thing too, because like almost all of the Crusades failed. So I mean, to say
Except
that
for the fourth one, the one that fucked up our relationship together. Thank you for that, by the way. Talk about charity.
Well, yeah, the Bokuras came in and took care of all that.
This guy in his fucking his charitable fucking church come and sacks fucking Constantinople, opens us for the fucking Muzzies to take over, and they complain and they blame, oh, why isn't the East fucking Christian?
I think that's kind of. I think that was kind of your guys'. That was kind of your guys' fault because you asked.
Oh, it's my fault. It's our fault. You sack us.
You asked for the West to come, and then you didn't pay them, and then so. You know,
right. We don't pay Daddy. We don't pay allegiance to
the Muslims are coming to take over. Please come help us, please.
Right. You come and rape our fucking monastic nuns and stuff, and you slap your papal fucking bulls on shit.
Anyways, Constantinople controlled by the Muslims still.
He doesn't like that part of history. Oh, the Papists.
I'm okay. I mean, the Pope never said to do that, so I mean, we're okay.
Yeah, you didn't have a Pope then. That's a new thing for you guys.
There's a few of them. We had a few to choose from. Okay, it's fine.
It's fine. You guys, it's funny when you say about the Pope in Rome when the first church was in Jerusalem. No Pope was there first. Why wasn't Peter the Pope of Jerusalem? You can explain that.
Well, and you guys can't deny that.
Why wasn't Peter?
You guys can't deny that either. So I mean, that kind of doesn't make.
Yeah, no, we don't have the same paradigm as you. We don't have the same.
We're not gonna get into the debate right now. Nobody wants.
You triggered so much. I want to choke you.
Ari goes so mad right now. Division. This is proven his point. It's division.
Yeah, who gives a shit what Ari worships? He worships himself. Who cares? He just worships his fucking Google search history. That's what he worships. Get out of here, dude. With your fucking division. Like, get out of here, dude. With that, man. That makes no sense. Like, what do you believe? What do you believe that's so impervious to criticism?
Everything's fake, he said. He says everything's fake, so.
Everything's fake. Bro, you're fake. How's that? How do you like that? You're fake. Everything you believe is fake, Ari. It works both ways. The truth cuts both ways. Okay? Easy peasy. Shut up. I don't mean shut up. Continue talking. It's fun. But,
I don't know, man. Chat, got anything? Got 100 motherfuckers in here watching this bullshit.
Got me triggered about the church, talking about Russia. Oh, it's all push. It's a
psyop. It's a psyop.
You're the same dude that like cries about
it's
like people saying shit about the Vatican looking like a honey badger and shit like that. Like
it's a fucking honey badger.
You should be the last person I expect to go to that sort of bullshit kind of.
It's a thing though. I mean, like, but I qualified it.
You sure about that? Yeah, dude. Are you sure about that, EBT? Are you fucking sure about that? Come on, man.
I qualified it and I made distinctions. That's the best I can do. Right?
Neo-Orthodox. Okay, Neo-Roman Catholic. What does that mean?
Tell me that Neo-Orthodox is not a thing.
I don't know what that means. Explain to me what that means to me.
I don't know what that means either.
Yeah, just people you find in fucking retarded YouTube fucking comment sections. Nah, dude, that's not how it works, man. Come on.
Hey, bend the knee to the fish hat, bro.
I'm not bending my knee to no fucking disgusting heretic that kisses fucking Qurans and stuff. Bro, no, I'm not doing that, bro.
There's plenty of Orthodox bishops that do the same thing, but
Yeah, but we're not built on one dude. It's different. You're
so,
built
yeah,
on one dude.
blah, 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 yeah. See, that's what I'm talking about. Like you guys reject your
Blah
own
blah
system.
blah. It's
You guys
literally
reject
fucking
your own
true.
system. What?
No, we're
what am
not
I-
on the system. We're
What
literally.
am
on
I?
the system.
There's one for evil.
No, there's not, dickhead. It's not. Oh, we can fight about this right now, man.
No, we're not. We're not gonna
with it.
fight about this right now. We're not gonna.
I have no problem with it, dude.
Nobody wants
Yeah,
to listen.
no one
Nobody-
wants to hear
nobody-
this bullshit
nobody wants to hear.
right now. How long have we been going, man? I can't tell.
We'll
Wait.
continue afterwards, though, if you would like.
Where do you see
2
them?
hour. 2 hours is what it says.
2 hours.
I don't know. Nobody wants to join. Nobody wants to come against.
Yeah, man,
us.
they got a lot to say in the chat. They want
Got a lot to say.
What
Got a
other
lot to
other
say.
channels telling you to come on? None of these other channels and these motherfuckers.
Yeah, come
no
on,
one wants to.
come on. I'm
No
giving
one
you
wants
the
to
link.
jump in.
I'm asking you to come on. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell EBT's wrong. Like, you know.
Bring
Man,
bring the
we're-
heat.
And they love talking in the chat. They love typing.
I saw Andrew getting these super chats though, man, like wild on that Crucible, man.
I can't even
He's
censor
making
chat
that money.
Because Google's just put me on kibosh, man. They won't let me do anything anymore. I can't even like renew any like app subscriptions. They're just like, they don't want me to do nothing.
Well, no one's showing up. No one's doing anything. Let's just shut it down, I guess. And then, are you gonna go again later, EBT?
Yeah,
Just
sure.
reboot on your channel, man.
Go.
I mean, if we just want, I mean, if people want to just join in, we just fucking talk shit. I mean,
no one's
do that
joining
as
in,
well.
dude. These people are pussies.
We're such losers.
Fucking pussies.
People-
Ari,
these
you're-
people are pussies,
Ari Gold,
dude.
You're a pussy, dude. Ari Gold, you're a pussy, dude. Calling you
Yeah.
out like straight up, dude. You're a fucking pussy. All you do is just sit there and
We need the blue pill. We need the blue pill person. That's where the fucking energy is. When you
Oh,
bring
yeah,
on
you're
the blue pill.
dude, why were you sitting around and apologizing for Ben Thorpe during that stream? Dude, Ben Thorpe was such a little bitch in that stream, EBT, and you gotta admit that, dude. That dude was that was the most cowardly, weaselly shit I've ever seen in my life, dude. Like, I can't wait for him to come on.
His mic's off and he doesn't even know it. He's trying to talk.
EBT, can't hear you. Duh.
All right, man. Check. We'll be here Sunday on the backup channel at Get Chalked Up. I'm gonna shut it down. Everyone's down. No one's shining up. Thanks to everyone that was in here. Appreciate your time. Peace out.